Yeah, Viral, can you please confirm if you can hear me? Fine, so let's get started. So today we'll cover about how to use data miner to scrape data and then uploading a contact list to LinkedIn or live.com to cross verify, as well bulk email generation. Maybe we'll use some of the sites like HackerEarth, HackerRank, and GitHub to do some of the bulk email generation activity. So to get started, let me first log in into GitHub. So one of my GitHub account ran away with inventories. So let me see in case if I can take a use of another GitHub account. Sorry, not GitHub, data miner account. So we just logged in data miner. After that, we have a couple of yes, so this is the one which we'll be using. Recipe creator. And one more, what we have is a recipe creator. So there are two tools. One is a data miner tool and other is a recipe creator tool. So both the tools got active. So I'll have to check. I think this still has some of the inventories, this account. So I believe now you know how to create a data miner account and which are the two different tools which we'll be using. One is a recipe creator and the other is a data miner tool. So now to get started with let's suppose we'll create a GitHub recipe. So as we have covered in our earlier sessions about the GitHub direct sourcing and indirect sourcing, and again, Stack Overflow or otherwise various X-ray searches. So now we'll be covering how to scrape that particular data in a Excel in a consolidated format and use that particular Excel in a further ways. So let me search for C++. So as we mentioned in our earlier search, direct search in a GitHub is something we just search for either of the skills over here. Then we would go for advanced search. Just remove the search. I'll say written in C++. I would not go with star or anything because I'm focusing on a very dry market, Chennai. Maybe working in language I can take, but otherwise that also doesn't make much difference when we have given already written in the language. Otherwise it would take twice. So if we do this, and if you see your location Chennai, language C++, again language C++.
Shiva,
So
why
now
do
we
we
got,
need to take this? Because it is already taking once, right? The
yeah,
language.
anyone is enough actually, not require both the things. It doesn't make a difference.
Right.
See, 542. So here we see a couple of people has given their email IDs, couple of people has not given their email IDs. So that's where the bulk email generation will cover in GitHub and the various sites also. And now copy pasting this data is very tedious process. What we'll do is, so we'll create a recipe which will help us in scraping this data to the Excel. So I've been using a various data mining tools. Best tool which I found is Data Miner because uh, it also gives us to scrape 500 pages per month for free. In once we reach that 500 pages, then only it starts asking to subscribe. But otherwise, every month we can keep on reaching to 400, 450 and stop it over there. And I'm saying pages. It's not the number of columns or rows. If I say in one page of a GitHub, in a first page, we got 10 results. So it will not count uh, as a 10 inventory. It will count as only a one inventory because it's giving us an inventory for the number of pages what we're scraping. Any questions in inventory and pages? Now let's suppose these are the different column and rows. It will not count for that. It will count for particular page only, particular web page itself.
So can we increase the number of count in one page?
Your voice is very low. So you're asking, can we increase the number of count in one page? Okay. So when we
Yes.
use a platforms or when we give a direct search within the platform like LinkedIn or GitHub, there is no way to increase the number of count. But wherein if you do a X-ray search, now this is the X-ray search. Okay, so here we can increase the number of counts. So now it shows us only 10, 15 by default. Just go to settings. And now we refresh. So now if you see, it has increased 100 results per page. So
Correct.
it's going to count as a one page only. We have scraped only one page.
Right.
Okay, so now coming back here in a direct search, because what happens is when we scrape from Google search result, we'll be able to scrape only these two parts. We'll not be able to scrape this snippet because the snippet part is something which gives us from the entire page a kind of a paragraph or a sentence where our keywords are matching. It it do not have any particular format like a paragraph or the title. So here it has a format of title, it has a format of URL, but this particular snippet do not have a format. It getting us from the entire text of the page, and that is the reason GitHub Data Miner will not allow us to scrape this part. But otherwise I believe there are some of the other tools which will also allow us to scrape the snippet of this part, in text part rather, I would say. So let's go first do this one. So now we start our recipe. We would say new. So here we have a list page and detail page. So we're going to get it from the entire list of, this is a list of people, so we'll be using a list page. Detail page means it will take for the entire page part, which we do not actually require. Maybe if we go for one of the profile, so all the details from this page. So that's a detail page one. So we'll go with list, click on rows. Now we click on find. Let me minimize it. Once we click on find, we need to identify give me a moment, guys. I need to see. Okay. Now, once what we have done is like, we just clicked on find. So after clicking on find, we need to identify the elements over here. See, the entire page is full of elements and data sets. Okay, so this is one of the element. This is one of the element. And here the list page is one of the element. So this is the one. And all the results are available in this one entire set. And this is one of the subset under this particular set. So we just need to understand which is that one particular set. So once we understand that one particular main set, then I just go and on my keyboard I enter shift, and that's where it gets highlighted. Then code search results. Okay, so here you'll have a different paths. So you can just start searching for whichever the path you want. Our main idea would be whatever this orange dotted line, it should become green. This also giving us as well, this also giving us. This is one way. So I just say confirm. Now we just go to columns. Now under one particular set, now we are going to pick up some of the subsets. Otherwise, we'll just start with the subset itself. Again, I say find. So we'll just go with this one subset. Okay, so this has got selected. Now I wanted this all the results to be get selected from the entire page. So we say user list items. Now all the results got selected. All the 10 results, nothing else, only the results which we want to scrape from, only those particular sets got selected. User list. If I click this, okay, here also, this could be also workable. Again, this, now if you see some additional things like Chennai or location or name or their username got, it might or it might not work because we wanted to create a script for that. So I'll not go with this. Or hchecks hit users. This is also fine. This lot of elements it's collecting from the entire page. So I don't want this for sure. So better I'll just go for most appropriate user list items. So every page has a different elements. Every page in the sense, not just the GitHub. LinkedIn might call it as a different element, or various sites call it as a different element. Something like, if you can just see what this element is called, user list item. So if we just right click and inspect, it will show us the entire HTML part of the element, HTML and CSS part of it. So here if you see user list, so whatever we have selected, that is called as a user list items. Okay, if you want to understand, if you're not understanding while creating this script, this recipe, what is user list and item or py or dflex. Okay, these are nothing but the HTML elements. We just have to right click, inspect element and go over there, then it will help us in understanding what is the element we have selected. So dflex, okay, which is the dflex element. Now if you see, as soon as you hover, what is a dflex element is getting highlighted. py4, what is py4? It's getting highlighted. User list, what are the user list? It's getting highlighted on the left hand side. DM container, what is DM container? It's getting highlighted in the left hand side. So just to understand whether we are copying a right element or we are selecting a right element or not. I'll just close this. So we'll go with user list and confirm. So now we know that whatever the command we are giving to data miner to scrape a data from is only going to scrape a data from this particular list of results. Then we go third, columns. Now here I say column 1 name or candidate name. As a text, we have different formats: text, exclude children, HTML, URL, image, URL, other attributes. So first I'll go with the name. Again find, we just selected the name and shift on a keyboard. Now again we got element class, HTML element types. Which element class? We have two different types. We wanted to make sure whichever the element class we are selecting is getting selected, means it's helping us in selecting all the names on a page. So mr-1, so it has helped us in selecting all the names on a page. So it's working out. I'll say confirm. Then add new, again find. This time I'll say add new column user URL. So now I'll take this as a URL only. Again find. So there's a URL. If this part is clickable, then there is a URL behind it. Then again shift on our keypad. Again we got element classes. All the names got selected, but it's scraping as a URL form, a URL behind those names. Confirm. Add new, and then user ID. So this is the user ID. User ID will take it as a text itself. Find user ID, shift on our keyboard. So that is a gray part, text gray. It has selected now number of gray parts, this one as well, this one. So let me see in case if I don't select this, if we select this one. So this also selected name, title, profile pic as well the email IDs. So better we'll go with text gray. So here we have a choose a sibling element. We have a up row to start with. Also there might be a down row if we go for the next up row. Okay, in the first up row itself, text gray equal to 0. Earlier what we had, just the text gray. Now just one click on an up arrow, text gray, EQ within the box, within the bracket 0. So what is that? Again, we just go inspect element. So it says text gray. All the format is of a text gray. Color. DM text. Okay, there's a other element as well. So DM text or text gray. Text gray is selecting all the text which is in a gray format. Wherein DM text is selecting only a user IDs. So to go to that particular DM text, what we have done, we have taken one up arrow and text gray EQ. Under the text gray, this is the first element again. EQ0, EQ2, EQ3, all those things would come. So let's not get so technical. Just to keep it simple, we have to click up arrow. Whenever we see the scenario, after clicking one particular element, lot of various boxes are getting selected. To make it to get selected for one particular element, we should keep on clicking up arrows or down arrows till the time only that one particular element is getting selected. I'll show some other example also. Okay, so now this got selected. We say confirm. Again, add a new. We'll say now title, location. Location, I just need as a text. Just say text. Take any one location. Again, shift on a keyboard. So here again, it's selecting Chennai and email ID. First, we have given this text. Now this is also selecting various columns. So we just say the first one and again one up arrow. Confirm. Add new. We'll say email as a text. Whichever the email ID, whichever the text we can find, try to take it. Again, shift on a keyboard. So it says muted link and HTML element. I'll say first muted link. Okay, it has taken all the email IDs. It has selected which of the candidates has mentioned their email IDs. It has selected all those email IDs. It's not selecting anything else. Then again, we say confirm. So now we got candidate name, user URL, user ID, location, and email IDs. Anything else we need to add? Maybe this title part. Add new column. I'll say it will get disconnected in next 10 minutes. So we'll rejoin by using the same login details. So I'll say profile info as a text. Find. This is a joke. Whichever the profile info. So this is a short profile info. This is a bit lengthy profile info. Whatever, but it's going to select all the profile infos. Again, shift on keyboard. So wherever we have a profile info, it is selecting those. And now confirm. Okay. Now, so in this entire page, when it comes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 55. Okay. So, okay, fine. Let's wait till here. Now we go for navigation. First command we gave it to data miner to scrape all this info: candidate name, user URL, user ID, location, email ID, and profile info. We're good. Now, second command we will have to give to the data miner. After scraping a data from first page, you should go to the next page. That is where we go to the navigation. Navigation element is nothing but element which performs a web page to go from first page to the second page. So we say find. When we have next, let's see in case if this is successful or not. If not, why not? And what is that we'll have to do if it has to be a successful. So we'll just say shift, next page. It's getting highlighted with blue in a backend. If you see earlier, it's in a yellow, sorry, orange dotted highlighting. Then as soon as we select this, it got highlighted with blue. So confirm. Now let's test navigation. So first page, we are on a first page. We'll say test navigation. So it's automatically taking us to second page. Again, we'll say test navigation. So has it taken to third page? Yes. Because in some of the pages in GitHub, we have a previous element grade when we are on a first page. But when you search on a LinkedIn or some other platform, you might not see, okay, here also we have a previous, but it is grade and which is unclickable. Sometimes you might not see this previous, something like Google itself. Unless we do not go to the next page, we do not have a previous page. That previous page element is only coming when we are going to the next page. So in such scenarios, what we'll do is like we'll always go to the second page and take this particular element, so that from second page to the last page, there is one additional element which is coming in, but that additional element is not coming in a first page. So there is something called uh, the element prefix in a one particular one web page. If there are some 50 element, 49th element should be placed at only 49th place. It cannot be placed at 48th or 40 or 50th page. So what happens if it is placed at 48 or 50th place? We might be taking an element of only 49th page, but as soon as it go to the second page, that element has to come in a 48th page. So the scraping will completely mess up. So we'll have to make sure which element we are choosing. Based on a page to page, we'll have to see and think about while selecting this navigation element, which is slightly tricky, but if you're able to make it twice or thrice, if you're able to come across such examples, you'll be perfect. Now we say save. GitHub. Save it. Recipe saved. Now we say run recipe. Oh, I think in this also I ran out of subscriptions. Give me a moment. Maybe we'll get logged out in another 4 to 5 minutes. Let me create a new ID till then. But otherwise, just to give a raw example, this is how it looks like. Candidate name, user URL, user ID, location, and then their email IDs and profile info. Let me create a new ID. Give me a moment.
Hi Shiva.
Yeah,
Can we also add another column of, let's say, the number of followers?
yeah. Whatever is available on page, we can add.
Right, because it was not showing how many followers they had.
Okay. Not sure if I ran out of this account also. Let me just see. Oh my God, I think I've ran out of this account as well. Let me see. Okay, I think we have some of the inventories left here. So we have taken name, profile. This is earlier recipe which I've created. Name, profile, URL, email IDs, title. Otherwise, let me create a new recipe first. So for each